What's up, everyone? It's Shafet here, and I have another video for you guys today where I will be giving you 3 actionable. So there's no fluff in this video, there's no confusing mumbo jumbo, it's just cutting straight to the bone. These are some of the things that I've learned over the years. So these are over countless repetitions of watching videos, of reading the books, of reading the articles, of just doing maximum learning. So this is boiling it down to 3 actionable steps that you can take right now or starting tomorrow. I don't know when your diet starts. Whenever it starts, you can take it whenever, and you can immediately start using it. Now, before I get into these 3 actionable steps, you have to understand that what I learned when I learned these things, there's a lot of pain in this learning because I had to go through so many trials. I had to go through so many mountains and just break through out of all of them by myself without any help, external help, without anybody. It was just me and the content and the information that I was consuming. So you must understand that these are not just some things that you're gonna be like, oh, like he says this, so I should do it. You should really take it into consideration, do your own research on it, critically think about it, and just try to pray to God for any revelation, for any answers, and just try to best implement it, but with evidence. Like if somebody asks you, why do you track your weight? Don't say because Jafet told me to do so. Now you should really have a good basis of understanding behind it. There should be a good rationale behind it. I just gave you the first one. The first one is to track your weight, whether that be daily or weekly. Max. Track your weight. You must, for example, if you are, let's say, saving money, but you don't track your expenses, it's just not gonna work. I forgot who says it, but there's a quote: what doesn't get measured does not get done, or it doesn't get results. It's something like that. I'm butchering it, but it's something like that. If you do not track your weight, how are you gonna know if you're losing, first of all? And especially in the beginning. In the beginning, you may be losing water weight, so it's not as visible. And you just need those little boosts. Even if it's weekly, you just need those little boosts, making sure that the weight is moving, and if it's not moving too fast or too slow, that you're always in the green. You're always in the optimum range. So I would recommend daily, honestly, because this is what I did. I would wake up at 4 or 4:30 and weigh myself on an empty stomach after using the bathroom, doing whatever I needed to do. I would weigh myself after doing that, and then whatever weight I got, I would track it in my fitness pal immediately. I would take my phone in there and immediately track the weight, and my fitness pal will show me that I'm still on a good track. I'm still on a consistent trajectory towards my goal. And if I started to fluctuate a little higher, or I started to, matter of fact, gain weight, it would ask me hey, what's going on? Should we down your calories even more? It's good information. It's really good information to know where your weight is and to consistently track it, to measure it over time, to make a graph out of it. It's just really great. Trust me. It's what I did. It will help me lose over 50, 60. I've lost over 100 pounds easily. And this is what I did daily. You just need those mini boosts. You need those mini dopamine hits, right? When you're seeing your weight go down. So let's get to the second part. So yeah, track your weight. It's a very, very simple thing. If you don't have a scale, you're really missing out on a very huge tool. Number two, in the space of tracking, I would say count your calories. Now, counting your calories, it's not really so. When you count your calories, there's a couple things going on. There's a couple factors at play, especially with the skill that you're learning, because counting your calories is a skill. It is not something that you just randomly. It's not a habit. No, it is definitely not a habit. It's a skill, because to know what a calorie is, the macronutrients, the micronutrients, how you should track it, when you're tracking it, the foods, like how to measure it in grams or transfer it over to milliliters. Like all of this stuff is a skill. You don't just randomly like, oh, I want to track my calories, and you randomly know how to as well. It takes time. It's so since it's a skill, I would say counting your calories, it's twofold of the factors that are at play when you're counting your calories. First, you learn what a calorie is and what has calories, what's content a Dorito bag. Some people don't even know what the amount of calories in a bag of chips. Like they really just don't know. It's not like they don't want to know, they're just ignorant of it. They just don't know. So first you learn what the hell is a calorie. Second, I would say, is you learn the different properties of a calorie. So the macronutrients, which is the most important in tracking. So that would be your protein, your carbs, and your fats. And when you learn how to count your calories, you're learning how to hit your goals for your protein, how to stay within a certain threshold for your carbs, and how to stay below a certain number for fats. All of this will contribute to, you know what, calories. Simple as that. If you learn this skill, right, and people can hire other people because they're more skillful at doing this for you, but it's something that you should learn to do even if you are going to hire someone, because you should know what a calorie is, what has a crazy amount, what, like, if you go to Starbucks, you're going to get like a 700 calorie bomb. Track your calories, learn what a protein is, how many calories are in those. Oops, I almost erased that. Technically did. Oh, a very important thing, when you're choosing the application on where you're going to track your calories, you don't really have to get too complicated with it. Just go to MyFitnessPal if you want. Like, you don't have to pay people. Like, you can, matter of fact, I'll show you something. 1 second. I'm showing you a blank page. Let me see if it's in the shot. So this thing, you can track what you're eating throughout the day. Like, there's so many ways that you can track these calories, count your calories. Do your research, find out what has the highest amount of protein, fiber. Those are the key things, especially if you're counting your calories. I would say, it's just a pro tip, 2 of the biggest driving forces in you losing weight, I would say actually 3. Yeah, 3 are going to be protein, because these determine if you're in muscle protein synthesis or in protein synthesis. And also your satiation is going to depend on this thing, not as heavily as the other, which is fiber. This is key. This is important. This is like second important, and you want to hit a gram for every pound of body weight that you are. But fiber. You want to eat enough fiber. If you're not getting it with your spinach, your broccoli, you could be drinking fiber for all I care, but you want to be getting enough fiber. This thing is like, this is a life hack. I'm telling you, just trust me, do your research on it. I don't know what you want to do. But just do something with the information I'm giving you. If not, I don't know what to tell you. The third thing is get enough sleep, especially if you are in a laborious job. So if you're a labor worker, your body is in a, let's say, 10-hour plus window of just pure hell, of just endurance training, strength training. It's going through heartbeats between of 120 to 140, back down to 100, and it goes back up to 120. It's doing this consistently, and it stops through like what, for a 1 hour break. If you are not getting enough sleep, your body will not have the resources to not even lose the weight. It won't gain muscle. It's too much of there's too much stress load on you. Especially if you have stress on you at extreme levels, your body will not lose the fat. It just won't. It does not want to give up fat during stressful times. That's just how the body works. So if you are getting between 8 to 10, I would say, especially if you're a labor worker, if you're not getting 8 to 10, you are missing out on gains and on pounds lost. Simple as that. There's just no way around that. Get enough sleep, go to sleep early, get an Oura ring if you have to track that as well if you need to. But just learn to go to sleep early, wake up on time, and that's it. That's all there is to it. On the days that I slept the most, which is usually 10 hours, I would wake up the most lean. So the more I sleep, the more ripped I get. Especially if the day before I ate great and I worked out, burned more than 700 calories active I'm tracking on my Apple Watch. Oh, I'm waking up like if I'm 10%, 8% body fat. My abs are kind of showing. I'm just looking great. Get enough sleep. Find out what time is best for you. I don't care. You could be going to sleep at 2 a.m. and waking up at 10. As long as you're getting enough sleep. It's great for your mental health. It's great for everything. If you don't believe me, great. If you do, awesome. Do your research. Do whatever you want with it. God bless you. I'll see you guys on the next one.